Hey, all you zealots and zerglings, it's time for a 4 versus 4 on Fallout Zone, where I have spawned as the pink zerg. With my allies, we have Spartan as the yellow Protoss, Contrarian as the green Protoss, and Bocephus as the orange Terran. And our opponents on the south of the map, we have Death Dealer as the blue Protoss. Let's hope he does not succeed in living up to his name. We have Alcibiades. I'm guessing that's how you pronounce it, Alcibiades. I don't know how you pronounce an I into an A, so I'm guessing those are two different syllables. So we'll call him Alcibiades, or we'll try not to call him at all in the middle of the game, but we'll see. Over here, we have Smelly Pants as the teal Protoss. Whew, let's hope he doesn't live up to his name either, unless that just means that he stinks at this game. In which case, let's hope he lives up to his name. Got the nice little, I believe that's a nice little mothership decal there next to his Nexus. That's very nice. Very high-level Protoss level thing. Of course, by now everyone can probably max every single race in this game, since it doesn't really require success, it just requires playing. So, you know, you play... well, let's not forget about our last player. We finally have, as the Purple Zerg, we have a Wanksta. That is another interesting one. Now we are on Fallout Zone, another map with some interesting expansions. First of all, you've got a sort of a joint base with one of your allies with a nice in-base expansion. I always love those. Those are great for a Zerg. And we got a couple of bases. This is sort of a joint between us and our allies here in the center. And let's see, we got this little base tucked over here. And what we got over on this other side? Well, and then we kind of pop back here in the corner. But it does get kind of interesting, because if you go down here to this base, it's kind of hard to get to, but if your opponent's expanded this gold, which is pretty close to their base, they're kind of right on top of your expansion. That is definitely worrisome. And even down here in this corner, who takes this corner? Because it's more accessible to us, because there's no back way entrance to here. You got to go right through this gold. There's no way over here. But again, it's so close to your opponents, maybe by air, that it's just going to be hard to take to hold maybe. And apparently we have a collapsed freeway here, so you can't even use that to get over here. We have an Overlord for Wanksta moving out to scout. He's got to be very careful. He's moving up on a Terran who does have Marines. If he gets eyes on that Overlord, it is all over. And oh, I don't like his route. If Bocephus can intercept us, he can take out that Overlord without any problem. But it looks like he's not scouting this side of his base. So until the Overlord gets, maybe about here, I don't think he has to worry about losing it. So it'll probably be okay. Contrarian getting a pylon here in the middle, I guess, just to do some warp-ins mid-base if it becomes necessary, and I'm sure he's hoping that it will not, and his warp gate research is begun, and trying to get out a Stalker. Interesting gateway placement. Hope he doesn't get any units stuck in there. I think the Stalker will be able to get out just fine. I don't think he can fit anywhere where he'll actually get stuck. Mothership core is complete, so he'll be able to use that for defense or scouting or even a little bit of harassment if he chooses. And oh no, this Stalker is stuck. Oh no, that is disastrous. I didn't think he could actually fit in there, and if he could, that he'd be able to get out. That is a big problem early on. And we got a ping here because looks like I have the watchtower, but one of my opponents wants it as well. I will not be having any of that. And looks like I'm gonna have a different. Oh, and I get the first hit off, which means I'm going to be winning this battle, and that Ling is going to be just fine for now. But, this Ling is going to have to get out of there. Nope, he's just going to lose that watchtower. And probably going to lose this one as well, as that Ling is pretty banged up. And looks like this Zergling is kind of heading over there. Speed is done for him. We check the production tab. My speed is not even begun yet. Although I do have the gas for it. Not sure what I'm doing right now. Maybe I'm trying to macro up, but I got a lot of money building up. Not entirely sure what's going on there, but it looks like I am going to... not having the speed. He is able to run that Ling down. Just got to get that speed taken care of right away. I do not want to be getting outrun by Lings. And looks like he's going to be moving out with a whole mess of Lings. And Smelly Pants has got a pylon on the high ground. It looks like he just did a warp in. Spartan's got a... Contrarian, I think, actually spotted this. I got some Lings out, but they're not going to be able to deal with that very well. And it looks like Spartan is going to lose this pylon. Probably going to force the cancel here. I think they should be able to hold, although there is an opening here. He's going to have to plug that with something before these forces arrive, but we got some Marines from Alcibiades, that guy here. And it looks like Spartan is moving out. I'm trying to help too, but I don't really want to take on those Zealots. But we're getting mightily outnumbered right now, and I don't know if we're going to be able to hold this. It's looking kind of scary right now. Everyone is sending units at us. I just got a bunch more Lings out. They're still pretty slow, unfortunately. The Mothership, of course, is going to try to thin out these Marines, but the Lings will not be able to get there to save it in time. And the Lings will take those Marines out, and it looks like Smelly Pants is going to have to run away. The single Immortal's like, yo, get out of my neighborhood. And I think, well, no, we got some Roaches now here for Wangsta. And I think if we get these Lings out there, there is a Widow Mine, but that's unfortunately going to kill off several of my Lings, which are going to try to intercept those Marines, and I don't really know what these force fields are doing. They didn't really stop me from getting a good surround. And, the Widow Mine killed off my Lings. Oh, the Widow Mines. You got to watch out for that friendly fire, but what could I do? I guess I could have just waited for the Widow Mines to go off and then gotten the surround. But yeah, we got to take care of this pylon, and we are some Lings right down here. Yeah, they're going to, no, you want to run away? No? And we're going to take out this watchtower yet, please. Take on the watchtower. There you go. Take this watchtower back from those two Lings. Have none of that nonsense, but he's probably going to hold on to that for now. So we did manage to hold them off. Looks like I lost quite a bit. What did I lose? Just a bunch of Lings cost that much? Wow, that is not good. And Spartan, yeah, he lost quite a bit as well because he sort of was taking the first brunt of that attack, being caught out in the middle. But I think we've stabilized. Our incomes, they look comparable. I think our opponents might have a slight edge right now. Although Wangsta not doing so hot. He's just now getting his expansion down. I'm going to get that out of there. It's kind of in the way. 8 players on the game is getting a bit ridiculous to have all these taps up. But Wangsta just not really getting his macro up now. He's going to be getting some couple of gases. We might just need to worry about getting his drones up. He's not fully saturated here or here yet. He just wants to be putting some money into drone production, get some queen's eyes. He's even got a macro hatch. Going to get Burr up. He does have Baneling speed on the way, which means he even has a lair before hatch. He did lair before expansion when he didn't really have to. It kind of makes me wonder why he didn't just throw his hatchery down here. Why did he have to throw a macro hatch down there? It's in base. It's going to be just as easy to defend. So I'm not sure about those choices. His opponent, Smelly Pants, here is getting Zealot legs on the way. And let's see, his Warp Gate research is done. It's just kind of a 4-gate right now. Yeah, just kind of 4-gating right now. He's got an expansion up. He's getting some probes over there. But it seems like they didn't really have a good follow-up for this yet. Alcibiades is going to be grabbing this gold right here. Which, he's got this guy. Oh, what was that? What was that? Oh, looks like Alcibiades has got some Widow Mines out. Oh, was I trying to retake that watchtower? And yeah, the Widow Mine. He's going to be encroaching on us real soon. But he's got to be careful. We got a Widow Mine of our own. Damage done. Well, we can't. Oh, damage is going to be over here. 125 damage, and yeah, that's enough to one-shot a Widow Mine easily. And did I lose this watchtower again? Seriously, how long do I have to keep holding this watchtower for? Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Death Dealer also not getting this expansion up yet. I think this is going to really hurt them. Their economies are all one base play. And we got carriers already from Death Dealer off of... Well, I guess he does have this base, so that would explain why he's able to do this. But really, carriers already... He already has the Graviton Catapult. Gravitic. I swear sometimes I just don't know. So carriers are on the way. I don't think we have any clue about this yet. I mean, do we even have any vision of their bases? No scouting whatsoever. Our only scouting is the spawning pool. We know where the spawning pool is. That is valuable information to know where the spawning pool is. Infestation pit on the way. And what is it? We don't have much of an army follow-up either. If we'd been able to counterattack, I don't know, we might have been able to do something. We have siege tanks here. I don't see where those Widow Mines went, so they must have kind of run off to their deaths. Contrarian going to be expanding here to sort of this back gold expansion. Which, are they going to want to expand this way? This is where it starts getting hairy. If they want to expand again over here, do they take this base? Or maybe they send someone all the way over here to take this base. Oh, it looks like Wanks is going to be taking that base. Definitely needs to get an economy going. I'm curious what he's going to be doing with this infestation pit and not getting any upgrades just yet. Not going for hive tech yet, although he can afford it. So I really think he needs to be doing something. Oh, he's a little low on minerals, though. He's got a lot of gas. So he's got no drones here. He's taking another expansion. He hasn't even fully saturated this one yet. He needs to be making like non-stop drones right now. And he's got 10 larvae here that aren't doing anything. Let's see if we can get those turned into something. I can't see what he's making out of those. Infestors. He's making... Ooh, and he made them too... What, did he make them too soon? Yeah, he made them too soon. They're not going to be ready with a fungal growth once they spawn. So, a couple of odd choices here, and we're getting more gateways up here for Smelly Pants. He's going to stick with gateway tech. Double forge upgrades. Oh, no, he does have some Robotech on the way, but it's going to be pretty delayed. And we got a ping here. It looks like a scan is going to reveal that Alcibiades does not want to give up this base. Planetary surrounding it with missile turrets. He does not want this thing to go down, although we have siege tanks, and Bocephus is going to utilize that, although we don't really have vision of the high ground, so we're going to be very careful. He really needs something to help this. We got Banelings here burrowed for Wangsta, and they could run in here at any time and take on these siege tanks. And we need vision of the high ground right now. Oh, but instead we got Zealots moving in. Oh, but he's unsieged, which means he's not going to get hardly... He got one shot off, and that was it. Oh, 2 shots off. And a Widow Mine hit, which did not kill it off. And yeah, Alcibiades is going to scan, take out some Widow Mines. But yeah, you do not want to take that out. And why is he... Oh, he must have taken a Widow Mine hit. That's what happened here. I'm assuming he didn't try to stim himself to death, considering he has no stim. Does he even have combat shields? Yeah, I think he has combat shields. And 1-1 upgrades. Got a sensor tower up so he can kind of see anything moving in the area. More Widow Mines out for Bocephus, trying to push out, plug up the center of that map. And meanwhile, oh, it looks like I did get Mutalisks out, and I'm causing Wangsta some problem. He's burrowed his drones, and it looks like Death Dealer is going to have to bring in the carriers. I spot these, and I get out of there. He's going to get one of those Mutalisks, but now we know there are a considerable number of carriers. 2-1 upgrades on the map. I'm going to lose that Overlord, but we know there's carriers. That is a thing of which we are aware. And 10 Corruptors are on the way. I don't think this is going to be enough. And those carriers are moving in this direction slowly but surely. Are we going to be able to deal with it? It all depends on what we can get up in time. My ally Spartan is not currently producing much in the way of anti-air. He's getting out some photon cannons, but carriers don't really care that much about photon cannons, as long as they can let the interceptors take the brunt of the attack. And he probably has the money to continually make interceptors, although he does not have them on auto build. You can make these auto builds, so as you lose them, they will rebuild. Saves you a little bit on micro, and these cannons are going to get up just in time, but again, I don't think it's going to be enough. So it could be across Spartan's base. We cannot get supports over here. We got some carriers or some stalkers here from Spartan. They do have blink, and he's shooting at the interceptors. He needs to be focusing down the carriers as much as possible. There we go. Now we're getting some focus fire here. One carrier does go down, but there's a lot of interceptors there, and can they possibly... And if the Immortal's soaking up damage here, and here comes the Corruptors throwing down that Corruption, trying to focus it down. Another carrier goes down, and oh, but the Corruptors are getting focused down quickly, and the Stalkers are dead. How is he killing all... How did he kill all those Stalkers and Corruptors so quickly, like all at once? And I'm bringing the Mutalisks in. I don't know why. I need to focus down this carrier. Why I'm not focusing down this carrier is beyond me. I think I just realized at the last second, but it was too late. 13 hit points. 2 more carriers have arrived. 2 more Corruptors have arrived. It is not going to be enough. He's got way too many. Oh, pull them back. Pull them back. I don't have enough Corruptors right now. I don't have the gas. We saw this coming, but... Oh, the Mutalisks kind of dug into the gas, and I don't have a third base quite up and running. Well, I guess I do have a third base, but it looks like I'm just taking the gas off of it. And Spartan is going to lose his expansion because I don't think we have enough anti-air to deal with these carriers. The Stalkers aren't going to be enough. These Corruptors aren't going to be enough. We need a lot more going on right now, and looks like I'm just trying to build something, but I can't afford anything that can shoot up. I can make a bunch of Lings. Lings not going to be that useful against carriers. I've got to get my gas income going. He's just outside my natural. And looks like I'm going to be throwing down the spores, but again, is this going to be in time? And carriers really don't care all that much about spores either. Although they have their full complement of interceptors. He's still making those, and these spores don't look like they're going to be done in time. I got some more Corruptors. Again, though, is it enough? 1-1 upgrades on those against 2-1 carriers. And if he's focusing on the spores, One spore, a couple of spores are finishing. They're going to help out and putting corruption on all of those carriers, trying to focus them down as quickly as possible. The spores are helping out. The stalkers are going to help out. Another carrier goes down. Looks like one is going to escape. Nope, the stalkers are not going to let it escape. But 3 more on the way. Oh, these are carriers that were already here, but they're pretty damaged up. We need to focus this one down. That one will go down so quickly. Actually, they all look like they might go down. Well, maybe not. He's got to get through those shields. There are no shield upgrades, so that's going to help a little bit, and these corruptors should be able to help finish it off. Whew. So we held, and I managed to hold on my natural, which is important because I really need this gas right now. And we are aware of the carrier problem. I don't know what's been going over here on this side of the map. Did we miss anything? Did anyone see on the mini map that something was going on here? We have a lot of widow mines here for Bocephus. He really wants to lock down this side, but we do have an observer. He can see those widow mines, which is maybe why these units have not moved forward at all. So we're holding this side of the map. What do we got going down here? An observer for Spartan's going to kind of scope it out. How are we doing on the carriers here from Smelly Pants? He still has 4 carriers. There they are. He's building those interceptors. Not quite done with them yet. And what is he throwing down here? More gateways. He got a lot of gates, but we haven't seen really any gateway units from him. But it looks like we're going to be coming in here. Looks like I got my Lings moving in. Oh, we're going to try to focus down some of Assibiades. Oh, and fungal growth on the Lings. Oh, Lings hate fungal growth. And almost kill them off in one shot. And that next fungal, yeah, is going to take care of them. These infestors are just full of energy and hungry to spend it. Infested Terrans are coming out. And I don't think this is going to be enough. Immortals swinging around the backside. How did they even get there? Did they run through all these Widow Mines? Widow Mines do give bonus damage to shields, and I think it even goes through the hardened shields of the Immortal. I'm not sure. We need to run some tests on that. That poor cell, he's like being dragged backwards. And oh, the Widow Mines are still here. And some DTs for Contrarian. Yeah, the Infested Terrans are going to die. I don't know how much of a factor they were in here. Oh, those Marines. Oh, the Marines are just going to get slaughtered. And the Archons are going to move in, but this might be enough. Oh, but the Colossi I think might be enough to turn the battle. The Archons will soak up the damage. The Colossi will deal the damage, but then here come the carriers, and we don't have much anti-air. There's some Marines. We got some Thors here. Oh, never mind. Here come the Corruptors. That should be enough to take care of those carriers and get them out of here. And they're going to throw out some Infested Terrans. I don't think that's going to bother the Corruptors all that much because they do have some upgrades going on. He's going to turn and fight, but that is a big mistake. Yeah, +1 armor. And the Infested Terrans are kind of dead now. So able to switch up into full Corruptor production, which hopefully will help. And Smelly Pants, yeah, he took this base, and it's in perfect position. And oh, the probes! I don't know if any of those probes are actually going to get out of there alive. Because the second they run past those Colossi again, they're just going to get obliterated. Oh, the probe massacre. I don't think a single probe is going to get out of there. Nope, not a one. That's why it's so dangerous to take that base there. Meanwhile, Spartan has rebuilt his base over here, trying to get some anti-air. I'm not really sure about the Phoenix Choice. They're not that good against carriers, but they will be good against the Interceptors. If they can thin the Interceptors out and maybe distract the Interceptors to let the ground army take out the carriers, it could work. It is definitely possible. And it looks like I got 3 upgrades on the way, and the adrenal glands, and I got level 2 armor coming from my Corruptors because I just want them to last as long as possible. And it looks like we're still trying to do some damage up here. Get that production tab out of the way. The Infestors, they look like they wanted to do something, but no, they're going to pull back. The Corruptors are here, just kind of provide support in case those darn carriers sneak back in here. But the numbers are starting to dwindle. Although Death Dealer, well, he could be making a lot more. He could be grabbing that gas. I mean, he's mined out here. He's going to be mined out here, I would assume, before too long. He's got to take the gas on this base, or he's going to be in big trouble. There he goes. He's going to take the gas. But is it going to be enough to fund an all-carrier force? I think he needs another base. And I'm trying to take this base. Looks like a probe got in there. Maybe he had the same idea. He wanted to try to take it. And, yeah, drones can't exactly take out a pylon that quickly. So I'm just gonna have to run those out of there. I'm gonna have to sacrifice the. Oh, we have some Vipers out here, but I'm gonna have to sacrifice the hatchery. Where are those guys going? And where do those Lings come from? I didn't even notice those Lings. They must have just run in. Oh well, it's going to let him get away, but the hatchery is not going to get away. At least the broodlings will enact some brief yet pointless revenge. We got some action going here. It looks like Contrarian's got a lot of Colossus, some Corruptors out for Wangsta, but I don't think this is going to... Well, he's got enough, I think, to do some considerable damage. We don't have a lot of anti-air here right now because... Well, those are my Lings. Where are my Corruptors at? We need my Corruptors here right now. We'll be able to thin out these Stalkers, but we really need the Corruptors because Contrarian is losing his... Oh, that's right. I saw those Vipers and I decided, oh, why don't I run over here to snipe those because those are a threat. Yeah, that was a great use of my resources. That was just dumb. That was me hitting a soft target on the opposite side of the map that was absolutely unnecessary. And I hope it didn't cost Contrarian his Colossi. Nope, they are still alive. 3 attack, 1 shield, 2 armor. Doing pretty good on the upgrades, but here comes the carrier forces moving out again. My Corruptors are hurrying to try to get back again. 2/2 upgrades on those. The carriers are... I have +1 shield now, but they're still only 1/2 on armor and attack. And once they swing around there, but they have a lot of Corruptors of their own, but no upgrades. And I think I'm trying to wait until I've got some more support. I don't just want to run in there and take the brunt of the attack like these Marines apparently wish to do. And yeah, we gotta focus down the carriers. And I don't know what these Corruptors are doing. Ooh, I have a lot of Corruptors now. These Corruptors could have been focusing something now. They could be thinning out my Corruptors. They could have been hitting these Colossi. They should have been doing something. Why am I letting this carrier get away? I don't know why I let that carrier get away. I guess let that be a lesson to you and your friends. Tell them, don't come messing with me again. And oh, it looks like Spartan's gonna be angry at the loss of expansion. He's gonna be exacting revenge on Wangsta, going to take out that expansion. We do have a Greater Spire. Broodlords are on the way, which is going to cut into his Corruptor count, but maybe he doesn't need them because I don't think we have enough anti-air or enough air that's going to make it a problem. And GG from Alcibiades. Yeah, these Phoenix are not going to do any good against the Corruptors. And yeah, it looks like my Corruptors supporting the Zealot Archon Colossi army is going to be enough to strike terror into a lot of players' hearts. And ooh, looks like he's even lost over most of his Infestors. I don't know when those went down. But now we got Broodlords here for Spartan. And, oh, Smelly Pants is gone. I think Wangsta wants to make a last stand because there goes Death Dealer. He's got a couple of Broodlords, but I don't think it's going to be enough because they are getting focused down quickly. Yeah, there's just too many Stalkers here to make this be a big problem. And the Zealots are going to... Hopefully the Zealots are going to do something about those Broodlings. Looks like the Zealots are just kind of running around stupid. If they were attacking stuff, they could be, attacking Broodlings and buildings and whatnot. And there they go. And there goes my Lings. I'm going to try to help clean that up. But I think it's obvious that we've kind of taken care of this. Carriers are gone. Finished my carrier hunt. And Contrarian is establishing a forward base right here in their front door. It's just a matter for our last Zerg player. Oh wow, he apparently used the money from his allies to make a lot of Broodlords, and that is actually a disturbing number that I don't think Spartan can take care of. He might want to think about getting clear of here, using Blink and sacrificing the Zealots maybe. Because whoa, look at all those Broodlings coming down. Although ooh, we do have Widow Mines here, that will hopefully help focus us down. But what we really need, swinging in to save the day, as they have so many times before. It's the 21st Air Division of my Corruptors, and I think he realizes that is going to be it. So I really credit that game to my Mutulus Crest spotted the carriers, and that gave us at least a little time to start preparing. If we had not seen that, those carriers probably would have been over our base before we even knew they were being built, and I probably would have had Mutalisks, not Corruptors. So scouting is important. It's good to know what your opponents are doing. You have time to prepare, but I hope you enjoy this game and have a day.